to share my story with hope. In 2007, I was a personal trainer working full-time while going to Cal State Fullerton working on my master's degree in international business. I was also playing on the school ice hockey team, part of a school organization called the NBA Association. And it was during this busy time in my life that I noticed a lump in my scrotum. My first reaction was it was probably nothing serious. But when I described the lump to a personal training client of mine who was a nurse, she recommended that I get it checked out. So a few weeks later, I scheduled an appointment with a doctor in my physician's medical group. And it was a short visit. The doctor told me if the lump grew in size to come back and get it checked out. It was during this time that I finished my degree at Cal State Fullerton and got a job offer with Sabra Hummus. This was a great opportunity which I accepted in 2008. This new job was a very exciting time for me as I had worked really hard in graduate school to prepare myself for a job like this. So some time had passed at the new job, and I noticed that the lump did actually start to get bigger. So I scheduled an appointment with a different doctor this time. And after getting it looked at again, I was scheduled for an ultrasound. Shortly after the ultrasound, I was under outpatient surgery to have it removed. In January of 2009, I had just turned 28 years old, had a great job, my own home. My life was turning out just the way I had hoped when my urologist told me that I had cancer. I was diagnosed with an undifferentiated paratesticular sarcoma and was told that this type of cancer was very rare and very aggressive. I had so many questions and was told that I would be meeting with several doctors to discuss my options. After meeting with a surgeon and a radiologist, it became clear to me that they had not treated a case like this before at this particular hospital. I was told that I would lose the ability to have children, would need to be on hormone replacement therapy the rest of my life, and that the radiation treatment would have serious health consequences later in life. I remember looking out the window of the hospital thinking, how did I get here? I was diagnosed with cancer and given a very grim look at my future. I was terrified. I decided to get a second opinion. So I reached out to Dick and Carol Spezzano, who are here tonight, and they've been strong supporters of the City of Hope for many years. Dick and Carol reached out to Cheryl Pennick, who's a family friend, and she immediately put me in contact with the head of the admissions department at City of Hope. The very next day, I was admitted as an inpatient. I didn't know what to expect when I was first admitted. I was feeling unsure about how to proceed and still had so many questions. The staff at the City of Hope were very welcoming, and I immediately felt like I was in the right place. After meeting with Dr. Judith Sato, my treatment plan was explained to me, which was much different than what I had heard previously. I felt much more at ease knowing that Dr. Sato had treated other patients that had similar cases to mine. And I was given a treatment option that actually would maintain my ability to have children, and I wouldn't need the hormone replacement therapy. So I ended up in the care of Dr. Sato as a pediatric patient. This was actually due to the fact that my disease was normally found in children. So I knew I was in for a tough battle, but I had a great support system of family and friends. I was scared of what I would endure in the months to come, but I kept a positive attitude. I started to think about what it would be like to walk out of the hospital after that last day of treatment. And this visualization really helped me throughout the whole process. It really helped me to stay positive, just keeping that in mind that last day. So I underwent treatment for nearly a year. I endured several surgeries, including a lymph node dissection, which left me with an 18-inch incision and multiple staples to hold me together after. I also went through chemotherapy and radiation. They threw everything at me. I had visitors almost every day I was in the hospital. My mom, my sister, my dad, and friends would all come to visit me. My family was even welcome to stay the night at the hospital with me, which really helped my morale. Sometimes I remember there were times where no one would come to visit me, they couldn't. But my dad and I would Skype chat or video chat, even if he was at work, which really helped me. Even if no one was there, I never felt alone. Having the support of my family and friends really helped me to stay optimistic. Also, the City of Hope provided a great support system. They had mental health and nutritional counselors, and the nutrition was very important during my battle. I was also very fortunate to have my experience from my days as a personal trainer, as well as the great advice from the nutritional counselors that would visit my room. My mom would also help me with meal preparations and would often come to my house and help me cook. It was especially important that I ate the right things during the times that I had a low white blood cell count. I had to be on a low bacteria diet, and that meant I couldn't eat any raw vegetables, and my food had to be thoroughly cooked so that I wouldn't get sick. Because of this nutritional advice that I received from the City of Hope counselors, help with my mother, and the past experience that I've had as a personal trainer, I barely lost any weight during chemotherapy. I also remember being treated so well by the City of Hope staff. They would greet me by first name every time I would come in to get my blood drawn. The nurses always made me feel comfortable, even when I was there for hours getting blood transfusions. My family and friends, a lot of them donated blood, and I even received some of their blood while I was going through my treatment. The City of Hope staff treated my family like they were their family, which really gave us all hope. So it was January of 2010, and the moment I've been focusing on and visualizing from the very beginning finally came. I finished my treatment. Dr. Sato, Margarita Munoz, the nurses, counselors, support staff, everyone was so amazing, and many of them were there the last day to congratulate me on my completion of treatment. So I'm happy to say that I have been cancer-free for almost 6 years, and the future looks really bright for me.